Hello everyone, welcome to another special edition of the Sacramento Beer Show. Once again, I'm joined by my dad.
Cheers.
This time we're here in Sacramento. So last time we were in Wisconsin trying some Wisconsin IPAs. This time we're in Sacramento trying some Northern California IPAs. And we've got three here today. We've got one from Healdsburg, California, Northern California, the Racer 5 IPA from Beer Republic. This is a 7.5%. Here I have one from Old Republic, so Beer Republic, Old Republic Brewery out of Nevada City. This one is called the Clouds of Jupiter Unfiltered IPA, featuring Warrior, Citra, Mosaic, Idaho 7, and Equinox hops. Description on the can is citrus, tropical, a little dank, 7.3% alcohol by volume. Finally, we have a hometown hero here, the Dog Years IPA, West Coast style IPA, 7% ABV. Dog Years IPA, a clean and delicious IPA with initial citrus sweetness journeying through flavors of peppery, cracker, and honey, resin, and cantaloupe. This again, the Dog Years IPA from Bike Dog Brewery out of West Sacramento. So these have been poured for us by my lovely wife Jamie, who's behind the camera right now. And she's poured them in an order that is unbeknownst to either of us, and we are going to try and figure out which is which, along with our opinions of each beer. So, without further ado, shall we start from the left?
Sure. Let's hop to it.
Let's hop to it. So, right off the bat, interesting to me is that appearance-wise, these are all almost identical. The far right one might be a touch lighter.
I agree.
But fairly clear. The middle one has a bit more of like a soapy, sudsy sort of head on it. And the other two have almost no head at this point. So, I don't know. Let's give this first one a sniffy sniff. Okay, I'm getting some sort of, to me, it smells like sweet oat. A bit of underlying hop characteristics. I'm gonna give this one a taste. Okay, I'm getting, hold on. What do you think?
Very smooth. A little bit of sweetness to it. Not quite as bitter as some.
I feel like it has this to me it feels like oats. Like an oat sweetness in the beginning, and then a nice kind of bitter finish, lightly bitter finish. And then
You can taste some malts too.
yeah, nice kind of malt character to this one, and just a bit of juicy sort of citrus fruit in the mid palate. About all I'm getting from this one. Maybe a little. It might be because I read it on one of the cans, but cracked black pepper. So we get this peppery thing. Interesting. Alright, so that was beer number one. Moving on. Sort of soapy, sudsy head.
Dark yellow, dark amber.
I'd say a nice golden color. Give this one a smell. I'm getting a ton of bright, let's see.
Some kind of fruit flavor.
Yeah, I'm getting a bright, citrusy kind of note on the nose of this one. Some sort of stone fruit, maybe like peach or something. I'm gonna try to figure out what that is. It almost is like a sparkling wine almost. Give this one a taste. This one is giving me a sort of tart, sort of almost tastes like a sour. I'm not getting much hop flavor. I'm getting a little bit of bitterness on the finish.
A little bit.
But I'm getting. Does this taste similar to like sparkling wine too? A little bit.
It's got the dryness or
Yeah.
the front end of it's dry.
That smells a little. That one's really interesting. Very high level of carbonation. All right. Not quite sure what to make of that one, but come back to that in a little bit, I guess. Moving on to our third and final IPA of the evening. This one has the palest color of the three, I think. This one a little swirl and smell in the glass here. Now this one I'm getting tons of tropical fruit like papaya, cantaloupe, a tiny bit of oat sweetness, but big tropical fruit on this one. To me, the taste follows the nose. Big tropical fruits.
Yeah,
Is that what you think?
very fruity. Tastes like orange, tangerine, something.
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, it tastes just like the nose. I'm thinking like cantaloupe, peach, nectarine, like all those like stone fruits, tropical like papaya notes. Tiny bit of hop bitterness on the end, but to me really like juicy, really fruit juice forward. Just my gut reaction is that this third one sort of stands out to me the most as being my favorite. Bright, juicy character going on. Really like this last one. How about you?
No, it's very good.
I think I need to revisit all of them to decide, like, I don't know.
Sure you do.
So this one and this one like smell very similar with that underlying malt character, that what I think is like a flaked oats, but this one has a little bit of number one. I think number three has a ton of. Let me give this one more. So this is almost more like orangey, tangerine, grapefruity juices, like citrus. Where this one on the right, I get way more of the tropical papaya, mango. Sort of fruits. Bit of citrus as well, like sort of bitter grapefruit pith. But this middle one is kind of stumping me. Did you guys throw in a wild card? Pour some sparkling wine in here?
No? What do you mean?
This
So-
tastes tart like a sour.
The second one only? Do both of yours though?
Does yours taste tart?
No. I don't know. I'm new to drinking all three of these beers, so unlike the Wisconsin beers, I don't have any experience in telling you what.
Who wants to say what's what?
Okay,
Or what-
well,
how do you want to do it?
this one, A- beer. Say 92, 93. A lot of good hop flavors, a lot of good tropical fruit going on. But when put side by side with this one, just doesn't stand up. This one to me is like a 94, 95 solid A beer. It's got a lot of tropical fruit. It's got a nice amount of hop bitterness to like reinforce that at the end. Balanced kind of malt character. This middle one, I'm going B minus. It's all over the place. I don't really know what's going on. It's got a bit of like an acetyl alcohol sort of thing, sort of like nail polish remover. It's kind of tart. I'm not getting a lot of hop character out of it. It doesn't strike me as an IPA. So, what are your impressions on all of those?
I think I agree with most of what you said. I mean, the middle one tastes good, but I think that far right one has the best flavor. First one, second, middle one, third.
So, let's see. Let's see what our guesses are. I don't want to sway you, so I'm going to have you go first.
So I would
Based
be
on descriptions.
predicting, because I have had a taste of the Racer 5 and have not drank either one of the other two. I believe that they're in the same order as the cans appear there. I think that one's Racer 5. The middle one is Clouds of Jupiter, and the one that everyone or both of us seem to like the most is the Dog Years.
So I think, now I've had all of these, and it's so different when you don't know what you're drinking. I've had this in the past, and the beer was very hazy. It wasn't clear like any of these. So I was expecting a clear, I'm gonna know that one, so that's, easy, but none of these are clear. So I'm kind of, was thrown for a loop there, I'm not really sure. So I think I'm gonna put Dog Years as number 1. Even though I just had this and liked it, I'm gonna put this as number 2. I think I'm going to put the Clouds of Jupiter as the one I liked most. Even though the last time I had it was at the very start of the Sacramento Beer Show, so well over 2 months ago. So this one's had the most time between me and it, so that's why I'm thinking that might be my favorite. So, Jamie, how do we do?
The Academy presents.
So 1 and 4 would be this one and this. So this is Bike Dog.
It's not good.
This is Racer 5 and this is Clouds of Jupiter.
So I did pretty lousy in my predictions without having any predisposition to anything.
I got them all right. But I was really confused by this one. I actually need to I don't really understand. I don't know, there's just an underlying note to it that sort of has a nice hop bitterness. It's definitely not old. It just has that to me, here, it reminds me of nail polish remover, like acetone, like acetyl.
That's being a little harsh on it.
But it's a common infection that can happen. I think it's giving that little tartness, in the nose especially. I mean, maybe it's just the hops, I don't know. Clouds of Jupiter, which I remember really enjoying, but I think the first time I had it was right when they first started brewing this. This has got to be a number of batches, because this one was actually canned on the 15th, so only a couple weeks old. This one was canned on the 1st, so this is a whole month old. And maybe these two on the day they're born taste very, very similar, but I mean, they look very similar in the glass.
Mhm.
I just think, I don't know what hops this one's using. This one lists a whole bunch of hops, some of which I don't know much about. Like Warrior,
Yeah,
Idaho
so
7, and Equinut.
5 different hops.
Bike Dog doesn't tell us what hops they're using in this one, but they're very similar. This one just has more and bigger and you know, more of all the good things. So that nose is killer. Tastes like juice. Crystal clear, which is interesting since its name says it's clouds. But all right. Well, thank you for joining me on another special edition of the Sacramento Beer Show here in Sacramento.
Nice to be in Sacramento trying some of the local brews.
What do you think of California beer compared to Wisconsin beer? I know you're biased.
Yes, I'm Wisconsin.
Thank you everyone for tuning in again. Hope you've enjoyed this special blind taste-off edition. Let me know in the comments below if you want more of this type of video. Until next time, please like, subscribe, share this video with all of your friends, and we will see you soon.
Prost.
Cheers.